Alright, folks, once again, it's Nightmare, Twisted Nightmare Gaming, blah, blah, blah. You already know this shit. I'm not going through this whole spill anymore today. But as you see, once again, I am not in the video being shown. Once again, we have my boy Chris. He's about to bring us some spice. Some spice of life for the for Transformers. So, what you like to call this, man?
This deck, before we go through anything, let me just say a couple things about this deck. I've been working on this thing for over a month since the new, right about a month since the new set dropped, and I've had all sorts.
Go check out those videos because we've done the unboxing, we've done the overview, we've done the battle cards.
Yep.
And the Mythic Art deck profile literally just dropped today.
I broke it out in a tournament last night, outside, and probably would have went undefeated had it not have been for just learning a deck and making 2 serious misplays on 2 different games. Outside of that, it ran perfect. This deck is absolutely amazing. It is an aggro deck. It is called One Pissed Off Prime. It contains, and if we will go down here, we will see OPBL, Lionizer, and RC. And everybody might be thinking, oh my god, what is going on? OPBL absolutely has to go into a defensive build. No, it does not. And this just makes it happen. It is absolutely insane. And you can go first, you can go second. It doesn't matter because I have the option. After you go, you better be able to put some burn to me real quick and in a hurry, because this thing will go through your characters quicker than you can even think about it. So before we go into the deck, let's see. Optimus Prime in his alt mode, when you flip to this mode, return an action from your scrap pile to your hand. We'll get into cards later on through the deck that'll actually, you'll see why you want to bring him back. When he's in his bot mode, he can of course play as one of the actions that you flipped for your attack. Now, Private Lionizer, he's always freaking just going out there heavy hitting. He has 0 base attack, but he has bold 4. So no matter what, you're flipping 6, hit a white, you're flipping 8. And then whenever he is KO'd, he actually turns into a weapon, going to either Optimus or RC. And then RC, of course, in her alt mode has repair 1 damage from each of your characters, and in her bot mode has pierce equal to her attack. Absolutely insane when it comes to an aggro deck. So everybody can pretty much see where this is going at this point, I hope. If not, let's go ahead and break out the battle cards. So we'll slide these down just a little bit. Now we're going to start with the upgrades. First, we have 3 copies of Grenade Launcher. Aggro, Orange Pip, +4. Of course, that is going in the build. Whether it goes to Optimus, Lionizer, RC, it's guaranteed +4 attack. Next, 3 copies of Erratic Lightning. +3, -1. It's 1 less. It gives you the -1 defense. It's still the Orange Pip, but it doesn't scrap like Grenade Launcher at the end of the turn. You can put it on Lionizer. You don't care if he gets KO'd. You can put it on RC because she's not going to last long anyways, but you're just swinging in heavy. Next, we have 3 copies of Power Punch. Once again, it scraps at the end of the turn, but it's an Orange Pip, and it gives you bold 3. Put it on Lionizer, you have bold 7. Put it on RC, and next thing you know, you're flipping all sorts of Pierce. And then the Optimus gives you more options. It gives you a higher attack, but it also gives you the bigger options for what you can play. Next, of course, we have 3 improvised shields, only really in here for the double Orange Pip, or whenever Lionizer becomes a weapon. If you have to, you can always plan 1 if it's stuck in your hand. So don't have an issue with that, having 3 of those in the deck. Next, we have 3 copies of Quartermaster. This is 1 white pip card where I think I might dwindle it down because the games I've honestly been in have went so quick, I have not needed to use it once. Outside of one time where I used it to switch a weapon from one character to another. Outside of that, I have not needed it. The games I'm going through are just killing people so quick. A lot of them aren't even finishing the game because I still have 2 characters and only a couple damage, and they got 1 guy left. Next, we have our second set of white pips. There's only 6 white pips in this whole deck. Everything else is orange. Now, the Quartermaster was, of course, our actions. These are dampening fields, our secret actions, of course. So when you go into other aggro builds, it's right there. This is something that stays in the main pot because, especially for the aggro versus aggro, is its bigger struggle rather than the defensive. It really struggles with the doesn't really struggle at all, to be honest, but this really helps. Next, we have 3 confidence. Now, of course, you draw 2, scrap 2. It's not really a hand advantage, but it can always give you those cards that you might want for the turn, i.e., let's say Peace Through Tyranny. So you could take another turn and KO your Lionizer, and next thing you know, you're taking out 2 of their characters within 2 turns, and just absolutely insane. Next is 3 supercharged. Bold 3 on any of your guys is just absolutely just golden. All right, next we have, at this juncture, we will say that there a few things are absolute, like 2 treasure hunt, scrap top 4 cards to your deck, and put any upgrades you found that way into your hand, scrap. So that stays. You got 2 new designs. Once again, helping you play an extra upgrade. Could be because you're doing a stream attack or something like that. Very unlikely, but that could be something that goes out because I haven't had a need to use new designs outside of in a certain scenario where I had Lionizer on Optimus, Quartermaster in hand. So I did my full attack with Optimus with all the bold, and then I used new design to add a grenade launcher on the Optimus, increasing his attack by even 4 more. So I ended up swinging in for like 26 that time, and it was just crazy. And then at the next, they scooped, but at the next turn I planned to Quartermaster my Lionizer back and so on and so forth. I mean, just come on. I still had RC on the field too. Next, we have 2 copies of ramming speeds. They have came in off of Optimus Prime's flip ability, and they've came in from handed. Absolutely great. Forget the bashing shields, forget everything else. I don't care about that limited. I want to scrap anything that you have out there and get rid of it. Especially with Optimus on that attack. I've gotten rid of force fields, which have won to get people thought they were safe, and that won me the game. Next, we have, this is where it gets a little fishy because this has helped mainly in aggro on aggro, and that's why it's here, because 2 copies of emergency maintenance is orange pip, but if I'm already usually KOing one of my guys, and if he gets scrapped off, I have something there so I can emergency maintenance healing up to 3 off of somebody. If not, it's only 1, or it can always be put back in, scrapped from confidence. The other thing is I have 2 copies of Repair Bay. These 4 cards, I'm questionable about changing them. Just haven't yet found exactly what I could change them with, but that's still in the mix. And then, of course, we have 3 copies of Peace Through Tyranny. Double orange pip. You may KO one of your characters at 6 stars or more, and then you may take another turn. Of course, Lionizer. That is who you are going for. Unfortunately, you can't do it with RC because she's only 5 stars, and I mean, you could do it with Optimus Prime, but I don't think that would be the best idea. I mean, unless it was just a couple heavy defense, you need the pierce maybe, but even then, you're swinging so heavy, I don't think it's necessary. But awesome card. Of course, use it off of this, which granted you could put that to her if you wanted, if you're using it off of your flips, or you flip back after attacking with him and bring it back to hand and then use it. Like, absolutely insane. And then here becomes the other issue where I'm going back and forth on. I have burn spells. Now, normally I might have, I'm still going back and forth because I could put an I Still Function, Ready for Action, and one burn spell, or I don't know. I've had several different thoughts on it, but so far this has actually been game clutch winning for me. All three of these, to the point, especially the One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall for Lionizer. I mean, all three of these have actually came in really clutch. I am in love with this deck. Like I said, it's called One Pissed Off Prime. I mean, you see there's not a single blue, nothing in there. Excuse me. But whenever it all comes down to it, I'd love to hear what y'all have to say about it. Nightmare is busy talking, but we will fiddle with this real quick because I want to go over everything. Different ideas. There are sideboard issues that are not issues, I should say, but thoughts that I am working on. I don't think I will be running this at Gen Con. I think it is definitely a high competitive deck. I doubt I'll be running it at Gen Con, but who knows? I might play it up there for fun, especially if anybody wants to try and copy it or do anything with it and see what theirs is. I'm always willing to go head to head. Always loving this game. If there's ever any issues, you can, like I said, the heal, bring it back, but I have not needed anything yet, but I definitely would not put any blue to it. With all that being said, One Pissed Off Prime, guys. Hope y'all liked it. Any comments, reviews, thoughts, hit the like button. Let me know what you think, please. Always looking forward to it. I myself am about to be starting up my own personal YouTube channel here soon. Name will be released within the next few videos. Once it is released, at that point in time, I promise you the site will be up and all my future videos will be there as well as here at With Twisted Nightmare. Y'all just let me know what y'all think. Please hit the like button and any comments below. Have a great day, guys.